Let's welcome on board our market expert for the evening, Mahesh Patil, Co-Chief Investment Officer at Birla Sun Life Mutual Fund, joins in. Mahesh, good evening. Thanks so much for taking time out for us. Let's begin by understanding what you made of the policy from a money manager's point of view. Would you call it hawkish, dovish, or a balanced sort of a policy?
Well, I think the RBI, if you look at it in terms of the announcement, I think it was pretty much in line with market expectations. It looks like the interest rate hike, cut in interest rates would probably take some more time to come in. So on that basis, I would say compared to the earlier, it was slightly hawkish. But I think as we observe inflation trends, which is showing signs of kind of cooling off. Even global commodity prices also weakened. So I think inflation trajectory should be pretty well down. So I think the only big event is the hike in interest rate by the US. And I think post that, I think one would see RBI taking any firm action on interest rates.
Mahesh, how prolonged could this pause be from RBI on the rate front? In a worst case scenario, could it go beyond the second half of next calendar?
Well, I think that could, because as I mentioned earlier, I think inflation is well in line with the RBI glide path. So I don't see any risk on that side. So given that, one wouldn't expect that any cut in policy rates would extend to such a large extent.
So in such a scenario, Mahesh, how much time correction do you see in the Indian market to be happening or carrying out in the short to medium term?
Yeah, so after the sharp run in the market, what we have seen year till date, it's time that the valuations are now slightly above the long-term average. Normally we see during times of inflection in terms of the economy, the market tends to move ahead of fundamentals. So I think given that the valuations are slightly on the higher side, I think it could consolidate over the next 2 to 3 months. And more importantly, we are seeing on the global front also, things are turning a bit negative, and in the domestic side, you would see in the next 2-3 months the supply of paper, in terms of PSU disinvestment, and also some of the corporates trying to raise money. So that would also really cap the upside. So I think it's next 2-3 months. I think market should consolidate around these levels.
Mahesh, how would you prepare for a possible rate hike in the United States, and would you sort of, rate cash levels for that?
Well, we have seen in the past that whenever such events happen, the market reaction is pretty fast and furious. But I think if you just step back and look at whenever we have seen hike in interest rates in US, and probably that is a signal of that fact that the economy is really coming back. So normally those times over a medium term, once the hike in interest rates, the equity markets actually tend to do better. So one would not be too worried on that count. Yeah, there would be short-term volatility, but really timing that and raising cash, I think would not something one would really want to do. But I think from a portfolio perspective, I think one would tend to be a bit balanced. And we've seen recently also the market, some of the high beta stocks, companies with high leverage, they have seen a significant underperformance. So I think focus on quality, I think, would be a better strategy rather than raising cash.
What are your sectoral overweights and underweights in this market right now, Mahesh?
So like what we've been saying earlier, we continue to be still slightly biased towards domestic cyclicals, but within that we would still prefer some of the consumer discretionary stocks like autos, where we are seeing now, in fact, the recent dealer check suggests that the festive season should be pretty good. So that's a sector where one can see some upsides. Besides that, we can also continue in the defensive sector. IT, I think, is some of the IT stocks, some large IT stocks are still available at reasonable valuations, and the commentary from some of the companies, at least from the US, suggests that the deal pipeline is looking good, and we have seen the rupee also kind of weakened a bit in the recent past, so that should also help. So I think IT looks pretty steady even from a short to medium term perspective. And apart from that, I think in the banking sector, continue to prefer private sector banks, especially the retail focused banks. as one would expect, if you look at the retail loan growth is slightly better than the overall banking growth rate. So I think those are stocks, especially the banking side, where one should expect them to be steady performer in the medium and long term.
Mahesh, last question, with the earnings just round the corner, what kind of earnings season do you expect, and which ones do you think would really stand out in second quarter compared to the Q1?
So again, like what we saw in the first quarter, the kind of a mixed bag numbers. We have seen the domestic economy related stocks didn't do that well. I think the similar trend might continue because we haven't seen any meaningful signs of change, at least at the ground level. I think on the autos, I think where one could see some positive surprise over there. IT sector, I think, will continue to do well, and again, as I mentioned earlier, the rupee depreciation should help. So I think apart from these, I think more or less it should be in line. Again, commodities can be a bit volatile. We had seen some rise in commodity prices initially, but again we have seen that correcting more recently. How it will pan out in terms of quarterly numbers is very difficult to guess at this point in time.
All right, Mahesh, we'll let you go on that one. Thanks a lot for joining us on the show this evening.
Thank you.
Well, let's get you some more market opinion going. Then leading experts maintain a cautious stance on the market right now. In terms of sectoral bets, they remain bullish on defensive sectors like pharma and IT.